Tuesday. We have 2-circuit Tuesday. So we're starting out. You start on one circuit, 20 minutes, switch circuits, 20 minutes. And that's how we're gonna do it. The warm up today are the 6 touches at the beginning, in the middle, and at the end. And today is gait cycle day. So you've got to think of everything being in opposites, especially today. Krista programmed everything in opposites. So when in doubt, if the weight's in one side, you're probably stabilizing with the other. So it'll be kind of easy to figure out if you ever have a question. We're starting circuit 1 in the room with a banded single leg row. So opposites, you're gonna have that band and you're gonna pull it so there's a good amount of tension on it, and then you're gonna go into a single leg. So if I'm holding the band with my left, I'm stabilizing with my right leg, and I'm going into this single leg, and I'm rowing that band back into my hip pocket, okay? So row, kind of feel it in that lat, in that back, and it's actually easier with the tension on the band to do this. So as you're in this position, you should feel a little more stable with that tension on the band, and then row, okay? And then obviously you'll switch. On that one, you have 8 to 10 on each side. We're gonna stay in there to do the next one, and it's a kettlebell, an alternating split stance kettlebell clean. So again, left leg's forward. I'm gonna grab that kettlebell with my right hand and clean it up to my shoulder. So I'm here, okay, I grab that kettlebell. I like to turn my thumb towards me when I do these cleans because it makes the flip over easier. So I'm gonna grab it, thumbs towards me, and then I'm gonna use this forward leg as I drive through this glute and this hamstring to get that kettlebell up. Then I'm gonna switch my feet, grab it with the other hand, clean, and then alternate that. So we have 10 of those alternating, so it's really only 5 on each side. So maybe try a heavier kettlebell than you normally use and try and feel like, and move up in weights with those. Then we have in there the landmine plyo press. Again, we're thinking opposite. So we have a landmine. I'm gonna pretend like this is a landmine. Actually, I'll pretend like the white one is. Okay, so I'm gonna start in that split stance, okay? My left foot's forward, so that landmine is down on my right shoulder, and I'm gonna switch my feet, switch my feet as I come up, and then switch back down. So your feet are switching with each movement of the landmine. So I'm pressing, ending contralaterally, and then coming back down, again, contralaterally. So here, press, come back, press, come back. If you use your breath in your core correctly, you should feel that in your core. So you're keeping your hips stable as you're doing that, and you're just using that press and a little bit of a twist through that trunk to get your core involved. You have 8 to 10 on each side of that. Then we come out here and we have a weighted bar walking lunge, okay? And this stuff is on the board. So we have 16 total of the walking lunge. So we're here, we're going forward, step, knee to the ground, and then come up. Try not to step too big to where you're off balance or you're not able to push through that hamstring and glute. Step, come back up, 16 total. Then you have an agility skater with a sprint. Today, we're not touching toes or anything like that. We're just going through, touch, touch, touch as fast as you can. Go down, sprint to the white line, sprint all the way back, and then do it again. Do the ladder again, sprint, sprint. So that's the ×2. Then we come over here. So that is circuit 1. Circuit 2 is over here, and we're starting with a split stance rotational wall ball slam. So we're gonna grab a wall ball. We're in that split stance, and we're always gonna slam on the side with the leg that's forward. So I'm gonna rotate that ball from the left over to keep as much weight on this forward leg as possible and not have too much weight on this back leg. This back leg's basically just to help stabilize and balance me a little bit, and then I'm gonna slam. You've got 6 of those on each side. Then you have a banded kickback. So we're gonna be here. We've got our bands. This one might be too tight. Okay, we're in our tabletop position. Again, opposites, everything's the opposite. So if I'm kicking back with my left, I'm going to go forward with my right arm. And then switch, come back to square, inhale, exhale as you come in. So again, you're kind of accentuating that crunch motion as you bring everything together in the middle. So you have 8 on each side, and then you have a split stance dumbbell swing. So we've got our dumbbells here. It's basically a single leg kettlebell swing. We're just using the dumbbell. So right legs or left legs forward, dumbbells in the right hand, and I'm just swinging back and coming up. Here, using that hinge, I'm not squatting, okay? My knees are staying pretty much in the same bent position as I go down, and I'm using that hinge to drive that weight forward. So you have 10 of those on each side. Then we go into I like how organized this is. I love it. We go into a single leg push-up into a fly. So I don't even think I can fly that. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna be in a plank position. We're gonna do a single leg push-up. So whatever, so we're here. Okay, so if I'm on, I gotta have one. Just pretend like I'm gonna fly this. So if you're on the dumbbell on your left side, you're going to have the right leg on the ground. So again, opposite. So I'm doing my push-up on that dumbbell, and then I'm gonna bring both feet down and then fly that dumbbell out. Okay, and then pick my foot up again, push up, and then fly, okay? That one's gonna be super fun. And then we have a plate in low lateral plate shuffle with 3 burpees. So we just do our low lateral plate shuffle, keeping our chest up. It's not like we're dropping that plate to the ground. I want you guys to sit your butts down, shuffle for 10, and then do 3 burpees, and then shuffle back for 10, and 3 more burpees. And that is circuit 2, okay? That's it. So you'll just work in one circuit for 20 minutes, switch, 20 more minutes, and done.